small beginnings to high fashion, from a student to an honored teacher, Joe Del Sordo has portrayed that hard work, dedication, and risks is the key to success. Let's meet Joe Del Sordo. Joe graduated from the New York Institute of Technology with a bachelor's degree in communication arts. After graduating, he stayed in New York for a few years, working on documentaries and in TV studios.
I worked in documentaries in New York for about 2 years, not too many of them because I was right out of college, and I worked in a TV studio. The television studio was a great experience. I got to work on puppet shows, game shows, do commercials, all sorts of things. Every day was a different experience there. Then suddenly the station closed down. They had some legal problems. It was difficult to get work. So I decided to leave New York and either go to LA, where I thought there was more work, or to Florida, which is a right-to-work state.
Joe moved to South Florida in 1977, and in the mid-1980s, his company, JDI Communications, provided post-production services to projects such as TV series Miami Vice, the movie Cocoon, and promotional work for Universal Studios Florida, among others.
My company is JDI Communications Corp., and it's a full service production company. We do film, video, DVD authoring, whatever comes along. Decided with a friend of mine to go into business by buying an existing company. And we bought the company, and about 6 months after we bought it, we got a call from Universal Studios in California. He said, well, I don't care what you call yourself, but do you still do ADR? And I said, yes, we do ADR. ADR stands for Automated Dialogue Replacement. And it is the process of re-recording an actor's voice over bad sound that they might have gotten on location. For instance, every car scene that you see, they never record audio in the car. It's just a reference track. So we take the actor into the ADR studio, which is the audio recording studio, and they mimic, they mimic what they said on the reference track with a high-quality recorded soundtrack. I'm looking for a house that we can work out of for ADR. I said, oh, that's great. What's the name of the show? He says, Miami Vice. My jaw dropped, and I said, sure, we can do a TV series. And for 101 episodes, which included the pilot, we did ADR for Miami Vice. There's several memorable experiences in my career. One which I hold first and foremost was working with the Bee Gees. I got my first music video award with one of their videos. And just working with them was the most incredible experience that anyone could ever go through. They are the nicest, most down-to-earth people I ever met in the industry. And because of that, I gauge every actor I meet and every celebrity I meet on their level. And if they don't meet up to that criteria, then I write them off.
After being successful and earning up to 6 figures a year, Joe decided to look for a change.
And I said one day, I said, this is getting to be a rat race. And he said, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, I'd like to teach, I think.
In 1993, Joe began teaching at the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. He has become a teacher appreciated and admired not only by faculty, but also by students.
The first place I came to was here because a friend of mine told me that there was a opening for a teacher, and if I wanted to try and apply, go ahead and do it.
I have had Joe for a teacher for a few classes, and in every class it's a little bit different, but he's basically the same. He's hardworking, he pushes you to the limit, he makes you work, because he knows that's the only way that you can learn.
I met Joe when I came on first as an adjunct faculty member in 1996. He was also on the faculty here. That's one of the best qualities of Joe, is his incredible sense of humor and his ability to keep to laugh at himself and to keep the right spirit about things.
I met Joe Del Sordo on a blind date, actually. We were organising the fashion show a couple of years ago. The consummate professional, I would say. There's never a problem when he's in charge. He's always looking for a solution. He's calm around a lot of people, and he's fun to work with.
The fashion shows had been put on for years by the fashion department, and they did a couple of years. They taped a couple of years, and I didn't have anything to do with it. I was kind of new here at the time, and then suddenly they came to, then they came to me and said, well, would you like to be involved in the fashion show next year? And I said, if I'm going to be involved in the fashion show, then we're going to use every piece of equipment we have, and we're going to use every available student that wants to work on it, or I'm not doing it.
He and I really started doing those shows 5 years ago. He is very good at directing live productions and organizing the entire crew, which consists of about 45 students and other faculty members.
I've met a lot of his students and always find that his students are always willing and able to give 100% or 110% to the project concerns.
Joe has taught me to work hard in the field, to not doubt myself, because in the beginning I doubted myself a lot. And Joe has given me a lot of confidence. During his time at the Art Institute, Joe has received the Teacher of the Year award and has also led students on many hands-on projects that prepare them for the real world.
Well, I nominated Joe for the Florida Association of Post-Secondary and Colleges Teacher of the Year award because he was is a terrific teacher. He cares tremendously about the students. He wants everybody to succeed.
I actually had Joe, the first time I ever had him was for my TV journalism class, and he taught me how to write my first TV script. And to this day, it's, what he's taught me, the value of being a professional and being on time. It's lasted me all up to my 3.5 years that I've been here in school.
I was here about 6 years when they nominated me, and I won Teacher of the Year award. And it was a huge shock. I really didn't think that I was doing that fantastic a job as an instructor. I was just being me. I turn around and they've got this cake in their hand, and Bill Calaboke, our president, is standing there with a plaque, and he says, on behalf of the school and the award committee and everybody, we'd like to present you with this award. And I just fell over. I thought it was a practical joke, and then I saw everybody looking at me like this is real, I got serious real fast. I felt terrific. I thought, wow, I must be doing something right. I try mostly to instill in my students a sense of professionalism. It's not good if somebody gets out there and they're fumbling through equipment, or they're slow, or they don't really handle a situation properly, or their attitude on a set is just not right. I mean, all of those things have to be adjusted before they graduate from here and go and look for a job, because no professional wants to put up with anybody that's on a lesser level than a professional. It's a lot more enjoyable now because it's not a rat race anymore. And I get to teach. Students that want to learn, mostly.
Joe's success is measured by his students' accomplishments. He is valued as a great professional, teacher, and person.